is Kristin Galewood with WANK Inaction News. When you're doing nothing, neither are we. Our top story tonight, O'Toole's is canceled. Joining us live from the scene is senior correspondent Tabitha Jones. Tabitha?
Tabitha Jones for WANK Inaction News, coming to you from, as recommended, inside my home. With stay-at-home orders looming over the country, our attention has been turned not only to our houses, but to our neighborhoods as well. A mere few weeks ago, my neighborhood was bustling with traffic driven to the area by such illustrious businesses as Scales and Tails Ohio, purveyor of fine reptiles, and one of two pizza places that stays open past midnight. With businesses near and dear to our hearts closing, a wave of uncertainty has swept the entire nation. But don't worry about any of that. Everything's going to open up soon, and COVID-19 is going to be so scared by how much money everyone's spending, it's going to run away. Maybe to space? Just a thought. But in my neighborhood, there's a bigger problem. A harsh reminder of a tragic event that has been affecting the local arts community for close to 2 years now. A reminder that not everything is certain, that not all that glitters is gold. A reminder that iconic open mic O'Toole's is still canceled. It's been roughly 744 days since we last heard the cry through Facebook posts across the greater Cleveland area. Legendary and aptly named, Oh Fools at O'Toole's was canceled, this time for good. Throughout its 2-year run, the open mic had been canceled at the last minute approximately 6,945 times. Though vexing, the practice was mildly exhilarating. Showing up every week not knowing if you'd get to hammer out a tight 5 before you performed it for real for your therapist, or end up balls deep in the house band's unique take on Simple Man was, without a doubt, absolutely thrilling. But the comedy scene has mourned heavily since losing O'Toole's. What were we supposed to do? Do stand up at another Irish sports bar? Those don't exist! In a surprising turn of events, though, WANK has secured an exclusive interview with the original creator of O'Toole's himself, Greg Kennedy. Hi, Greg. So glad to have you here. Now tell us, with stay-at-home orders being lifted, is there any chance of O'Toole's being uncanceled?
Oh, hey, yeah, hi. Yeah, it's still canceled. Don't, fuck you. Don't message me about this shit. It's not coming back. Fuck you.
Truly riveting news. Thank you, Greg. WANK vows to keep their viewers updated on this obviously ever-developing situation.
Shocking scene here in the bathroom. I mean, what is any of this stuff? I mean, this is a lot of stuff, right? Am I allowed to even use this sink anymore? We'll find out tonight at 11. Plus, those winning lottery numbers.
I'm Kristin Galewood reporting for WANK Inaction News live from my home here in quarantine. Today, I went around the area to ask people how they felt about the state of affairs. Hello, sir. May I ask you a question?
Look, if you're asking about the dishes, I already did them, hon.
No, sir. I was wondering how you felt about the governor reopening the state. Do you feel it's too soon?
Sure, I guess.
And how do you feel about doing the laundry later?
I'll do it. Did you use all the aluminum foil making that?
Next, we go to the dining room for more perspectives. Miss, how do you feel about coronavirus? And what proof do you have that 5G is causing this? Can't argue with that. Well, it's not professional, but I guess I can give you some pets. Oh, look, let's get some more perspectives down here. Sir, what do you think about the coronavirus? That's very insightful. Elton, call the exterminator. We have ants in the house. Now we're coming to you from the spare room. Miss, do you think it's time to reopen the state? Interesting. And what about vulnerable populations that may still get sick? I'm here in the bathroom where the mood is pretty low. Sir, how has this impacted you as an essential business? Yeah, that wasn't me. I guess we'll never know who tried to flush a whole box of tampons because they were bored. Next, we head to the bedroom.
Jeez, hon, I was trying to take a nap.
Sir, would you say that the lockdown has increased or decreased sexual activity? I couldn't have put it better myself. Next, we head to the kitchen where I hear a group of protesters is blocking entry to the basement. Sir, may I ask why you're protesting? And how long have you been a white supremacist for? Yes, I would be interested in a pamphlet. Hey, this is for bath remodeling, you asshole. Moving on to the basement. I'm here in my laundry room where I will now attempt to climb inside my dryer because I'm bored. This has been Kristin Galewood from WANK Inaction News.
Thousands of people have discovered they are not only able to work from home, but should have been this entire time. Conference calls and Zooms have replaced in-person meetings, and the humble dining room has become the new employee cafeteria. You can even have telehealth appointments, just so you don't have to clock out for 2 hours to sit in the lobby forever. This new at-home workforce is a big milestone for the differently abled, the chronically ill, who no longer have to worry about being able to make it into the office, instead just moving to where the nearest computer is.
Hold up! You didn't tell me you was working from home today.
I'm live.
I'm on TV. Shit, you could have told the bitch or something. I could have put some makeup on. I look disgusting.
Anyway, customer service has switched over to...
You think this is gonna shut me up, motherfucker? Breaking news. Ron Burgundy over here got a man tied up to his bed because he was sticking up his nails digging in his hip while he's riding this dick. Cut me loose, motherfucker.
Back to you, Kristin.
Hi, Kristin. You look good.
Thank you, Nick, and good luck cleaning up. Social distancing has been an important part of keeping COVID-19 under control. We here at WANK would like to remind our viewers to keep a distance of 6 feet between them and other people. It has occurred to us that 6 feet may not be that easy to picture, so we are providing you with a few things to imagine in between you and other people, such as 4 cats, a velociraptor, 6 feet of a tape measure, 7 footlongs from Subway because they're liars, 2,437 grains of rice, a headless Shaquille O'Neal, Dame Judi Dench, and a quarter of Taylor Swift. Harry Potter's invisibility cloak. That scarf you started but never finished because you thought you were into Doctor Who, but then you actually watched it and you were like, no, I guess I'm not into that. And time went on. You thought, it's 6 feet long. I probably should just finish it. But you never did because you're lazy. All of the sex toys you own, pervert. My father's emotional distance. The son I gave up for adoption. At least I think he'd be 6 feet. His 16th birthday was yesterday. The 50 baby shoes from the back of my closet. A dumpster fire. And surprisingly, Kermit the Frog's dick. I'm getting word we have breaking news from the front of the crisis. We go live to senior correspondent Tabitha Jones. Tabitha?
A tragic scene in the kitchen today as a local man who claimed he had cleaned up all of the dishes from dinner inexplicably left all of the utensils crammed into a single cup. Here with us right now is one of the spoons that was failed to be cleaned. Mr. Spoon, how does your cleanliness being neglected make you feel? Oh, confused? Yeah, me too.
Breaking news, also live from the kitchen. We've been tracking the leftovers in this refrigerator for over a week now, and we know that they are pretty gross. And this correspondent wonders how anyone could let that happen. Soon we will be talking to Dr. Britta Filter Pitcher about how jacked up these mashed potatoes really are and if anybody's ever going to eat them.
Cool, I got some more breaking news for you. How about we update everyone on the great migration of those blue boxer briefs? You know how yesterday we spotted them rolled up in a soggy ball next to the toilet after a shower. And then this morning, for some reason, they were underneath the couch, like poking out a little bit. But don't worry, oh, have no fear. Those precious boxer briefs have finally made it to their final destination. Curled up next to the hamper. Not in the hamper, but next to. Back to you.
Well, breaking news. Somebody left the butter out earlier and I leaned in it and I got it all over on my earlier shirt.
Yeah, well, breaking news. Local man needs to learn to look before he leans.
Hey, I'll lean wherever I want around here, okay?
Okay, yeah, well, maybe we lean wherever you
Oh,
want.
oh, well,
You can
breaking
look.
news.
Ooh.
Somebody needs to get all the hair out of the shower.
Breaking news.
Oh, that's real original, huh?
Breaking news. I don't know how to get butter out my
Breaking news, local woman is breaking my heart.
This is why reporters shouldn't date. In these troubling times, it can be hard to find good news. So we here at WANK fired up the WANK interdimensional portal to bring you news from places not dealing with this pandemic. In a dimension ruled by butterflies, the butterflies have kicked off a huge celebration because all the humans were killed in a global pandemic. Whoops. Okay, let's see. In the Gumdrop Kingdom, don't worry about what's happening in the Gumdrop Kingdom. In Teddy Bear World, what? How can they do that? Those are children. Sorry, it's just... don't worry about what's happening there either. Just be happy, because believe me, things could be a lot worse. In these difficult times, it's good to know someone cares, and that someone is Nick Yurick.
Though the mood may be grim throughout the country these days, it was nothing but weathered and wrinkly smiles on the faces of the senior citizens this reporter met today. We're standing here outside the sundown home for the terminally old, where I've just spent a lovely afternoon with some of the residents here, playing tabletop games ranging from chutes and ladders to strip poker, which, as you can see, this reporter literally lost his shirt. We were here as part of this network's community outreach initiative, WANK Cares, because in times of national crisis, the elderly are often the first to be yeeted onto the rubbish bin of forgotten souls. But as an adorable octogenarian Scrabble shark named Elmer was quick to remind me today, these are also people who killed Nazis in their sleep without apologizing, and there's still a lot we can learn from them. In fact, this reporter very quickly learned from one of Elmer's common-law wives, a tiny, adorable Jewish lady named Hildy, that no matter how many points it's worth, it never pays to play the word schadenfreude when you're scrabbling with a Holocaust survivor who I later found out shivved an SS officer while escaping from Sobibor. This has been Nick Yurick, reporting live from the Sundown Home for the Terminally Old. Back to you.
This is Special Reporter Emma, or Berry, or whatever weird name my parents decide to give me, reporting to you live from inside the womb. Quit it! The governor has issued a stay-in-womb order, which is bad news for those of us due this month. Quit it! But honestly, who wants to be born into a world full of political, economic, and environmental turmoil? A world where... Will you go to a damn professional? This has been Olivia, or... Oh, wait. It's official. This has been Cranberry White Claw. Looking forward to a trip to Planned Parenthood. Back to you.
This is Drew Mulkins reporting for WANK Inaction News. Not much is happening right now in the world of sports, but in professional wrestling, things do continue in Florida. In the rest of the country, however, professional wrestling is considered a non-essential business. Non-Floridian professional wrestlers have taken to video conferencing apps to do what they call video conference wrestling. For more on this developing sport, I am joined by two wrestlers who participate in this new form of wrestling. Biggie Big, the Big Man, and the Egg Beater. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me.
Hey Drew, thanks for having us. Now first of all, I would like to say that the Egg Beater has no idea who he's dealing with. I will destroy him and leave his grandparents without a loving grandson.
I can't believe this yellow-bellied scaredy cat thinks he can fight the Egg Beater. I will leave his cousins, cousinless, and his stepsister with no one to make Pornhub videos with.
You tried to step to Biggie Big, the Big Man? Well, everybody knows to make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs.
I'm not an egg, I'm an egg beater, idiot.
Let's do this! I got you! That knocks you down!
No, I blocked
No, you
it.
didn't! That's the Biggie Albie Bobo! You can't block that!
Nuh-uh.
Yaha!
Nuh-uh.
Yaha!
Nuh-uh.
Yaha!
Nuh-uh.
Yaha! You're making a fool of us on
I
television!
have infinite
Your mother
blocks.
should
You
raise
can't
the
knock
boy
me
with a
down
little more
because
sense!
I can block infinity. No, your mother. Hello? Hello?
Thanks, guys. As you can see, a complete waste of time, even during a quarantine. Back to you, Kristin.
If there's one thing you can count on WANK Inaction News doing, it's wasting your time. With everyone getting their economic impact checks, here are some things you can spend $1,200 on. 1,200 lottery tickets, or 500 fancy lottery tickets. A date with disgraced, ugly by current Hollywood standards, actor Brendan Fraser. 240 copies of George of the Jungle 2, which doesn't even star disgraced, ugly by current Hollywood standards, actor Brendan Fraser. And finally, Nick Yurick's gold, if you can catch him.
Breaking news. Local man claims to have finished the laundry, but does this laundry look finished to you? Local experts weigh in, and the results may shock you.
In other news, the do-it-yourself community is finding new and dangerous ways to pass the time in between naps. One Brunswick man built his own oven, which was actually just a fire pit with a gas line attached. His house burned for 2 hours. Another Brunswick man attempted to give his child a vibrating crib. Unfortunately, it vibrated a little too much, and his shaken baby did not survive the trip to the hospital. Finally, in Strongsville, a man's do-it-yourself bidet turned deadly after what his wife described as a fire hose strength blast perforating the 34-year-old hipster's colon. Folks, some of these projects can wait for the professionals to go back on duty. On a lighter note, a litter of kittens has been birthed during the quarantine, and we have a reporter live with the little furballs.
That's right. This East Side family has had a happy event in the wake of the coronavirus. So, what are their names?
Hello, Taco. This is Taco. Hello, my name is Taco. Hello, my name is... I don't know. Hello. Hello, my name is Corona. Hello. What's yours? What's queso? 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 William, you only got to do one, so you can... My name. Hello, my name is Queso.
Delicious.
And this is their food.
And how's their mom and dad doing?
Good.
Yeah.
The dad's been holding the babies. The dad has been hurting Taco.
Oh no.
And Chobo.
Oh no. So whose idea was it to name one of the kitties Corona?
Mom's. Dad's.
Was it Dad's idea? That's a weird name.
What's going on here? What are you doing in my house? There's no mask, no gloves. Dude, you need to get out.
We're filming a human interest piece for WANK Inaction News.
I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You can get out of my house.
Around the kids.
Oh, my bad.
So it looks like these kitties are in a happy home for now.
Get in my house. What's going on here?
You went nowhere.
Well, that's the WANK Inaction News for tonight. Good night and better luck tomorrow. Now here's Jeremy Shear because Andy Rooney is dead.
Remember getting a haircut? Remember growing out your beard for a month and paying for a trim just so you could have someone touch your face for a few minutes? Remember the feeling of hefty bosoms grazing against you as your stylist deftly maneuvers around your head? The barbershop may be where to go to get the best cut, but Supercuts is where you go to hide an erection underneath a baggy smock. I know what you're thinking. Well, what about Sport Clips or Lady Janes? Whores. All of them. I want a woman who struggled through cosmetology school and has to give unisex cuts for no money and has let her body go to complete shambles. Besides, there will be no sports to watch on the big screen TVs that they have. Remember going to the game? Remember the smell of beer farts and cased meats, occasionally overpowered by fireworks? Remember drinking so much watered-down beer that you peed on the guy in front of you at the urinal line? I'm not allowed at Progressive Field anymore, but I did make a new friend. Social distancing may keep us away from our favorite pastimes and activities, but it is keeping us alive. Alive to tip bartenders a little bit extra so when you and your friends get rowdy, it's the other people that get kicked out of the bar. Alive to leer at the squat rack regardless who's on it so their empowering workout becomes dirty. Alive to yell obscenities at your child's teacher when their report card comes back bad again. It may be tough being stuck in the same place all day, but at least you'll still be there when it's time to start touching people again. Yes, I meant it like that. I'm Jeremy Shear.